I got what you need.
Yo, it's the Video Game Chase Crew, and
yes.
Today we're going to talk about what are we talking about today?
Well, today we're talking about our pickups.
Sweet,
Some recent pickups.
Yes, so we got some game pickups, and we're going to talk about a couple games to be picked up recently. So why don't you start first?
Let me start first.
Yeah.
All right.
You don't start first. What you got there?
Well, Crysis 2.
I don't know too much anything about Crysis 2.
You actually don't?
No.
Okay. I could give you a little insight on Crysis 2. So basically, I was just thinking about this a few minutes ago. Like, what game can I compare this to? And there's not really a game I feel like I can compare this to. It's kind of like its own thing. Maybe yeah, I don't know. It's a really hard one.
It was huge at E3. It looked like.
So basically, what you do is like, okay, so you're like this guy. He has weapons, kind of like a Call of Duty Halo type thing.
Okay.
There's like not an open world, but there's like you're in a city and you're just like fighting off like monsters and stuff like that. Like you're just fighting like in this like abandoned broken city, and you're like this like cyborg dude or whatever. And
yeah, it's made by EA. Look like.
Yeah, it is. It's published, and yeah, like. It's pretty fun, like, for the time it came out. I don't remember exactly what year it came out, but I think it came out that, like, Crysis 2 came out, like, that 2010, around 2010.
And that's like 360.
Yeah, and, yeah, that one's pretty cool. It's a good classic. Definitely fun just to run around, just shoot something, monsters or whatever, and, go along with the story, pretty much.
Sweet.
It's not that bad.
Cool.
Right, what you got?
I got Street Fighter. I don't know if y'all have seen one of the past episodes, but I was talking about Street Fighter versus Tekken is the only Street Fighter game for the Vita. Definitely one player on the Vita because you can't play two players. Unless you do an infrastructure player type situation. Maybe online. I think you can connect them. That's probably the only way. Yes, it's online a multiplayer battle, but because of the Vita been out for so long, I think they shut down it online.
So
you may not be able to really play it. Actually, no, I take that back. Some of these games are actually still being. There is a community playing this game online. So it's like certain games.
Okay.
But yeah, Street Fighter versus Tekken on the Vita.
Nice.
What you got?
Alrighty. I'm gonna move on with Enter the Matrix. Now, I'm a huge Matrix fan.
Me too.
Matrix is honestly my favorite movie. The first one. The first one's my favorite one.
Me too.
And
I like the second too.
The cover art is just amazing, and I have Path of Neo on the GameCube.
I got on PS. You got on the GameCube?
Oh no! Path of Neo. I have it on the PS2. Yeah. Apologize. They didn't. I don't think they.
No, they didn't. I know it. Yeah.
They have Path of Neo on the PS2. I had that one. Unfortunately, I bought it for like $5 at the flea market we just went to, and it wasn't working.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I got it in the PS2, and it does work.
Unfortunately, it doesn't work. It like boots up the first like credits or whatever, and so ended up finding this for the Xbox. Had to pick that up, so yeah, that's pretty much my explanation. You just got my favorite movie, and
that one
pick it up.
That one actually is great. It's got a lot of the gameplay of the movie as well. And actually, I'm playing. Actually, you know what? The Instant Matrix they do have it on the GameCube.
Yep,
this
they do.
one,
yeah, no, they do.
And it's pretty good. So yeah, that's that.
My bad. Path of Neo is that one? I heard that one is better than this one. Is that true?
I haven't beat Path of Neo.
Okay.
And to be honest, bro, I haven't played a whole lot of it. But I really thoroughly enjoyed this because the GameCube one I actually have sitting on my shelf somewhere over there. I'm actually in the airport, which is one of the hardest parts of this game. Like the sewer. No, I think I got through the airport. Well, it's either the airport or the sewer. One part I'm kind of stuck in right now.
Okay.
But I will say this is still good.
Yeah.
The graphics are still decent for its time, so it's still a pretty good game. But Path of Neo, I'm about to go back to, and I do have my PS2 out, so it's probably one of the games that will be played.
All right. You're next.
I got Sega Saturn Pocket Fighters. I got this at a convention recently.
Japanese version, right?
Japanese version for the Sega Saturn. It only works on a Japanese Sega Saturn. But this is a good fighter for the Sega Saturn. And I did play this. Got Ken, Ryu, Chun-Li, Zangief. And it's pretty fun.
Okay.
Not much I can say about it. If you like Street Fighter, you like Pocket Fighters.
Okay. Is it are they smaller or something?
Yes. Okay. So they're like some like miniature pocket type small fighters, but it's not that many characters. I think it's like maybe like 9 characters. But again, if you like Street Fighter, you'll enjoy it. It's pretty cool.
Gotcha. All
You're
right.
next.
I am up next. Metal Gear Solid 4. Yes. Let's talk about that. Now, I haven't played a whole lot of Metal Gear Solids. My favorite one is obviously on the GameCube. I'm the GameCube guy. Twin Snakes. I love Twin Snakes. I played one on the PS4. I forgot. I think that was the 5th one that they dropped. Did they drop the 5th one on the PS4? I don't remember which one.
And the Xbox, I think.
Yeah, it might have been. Because I know they dropped like a 4 or no, a 5 like on the PS4 or something.
It was like 2 versions, I think, of 5. There was like some kind of I forgot what it's called. I might have it somewhere, but it's like a pre one or something, and they came out with the actual 5th one.
Yeah, I played a little bit of that. That one was pretty fun, and I never really got a chance.
Phantom Pain.
Oh, okay.
That's what's
is
called.
that what it
up
is?
there.
Yeah.
Yeah, right there in the middle. The
I think
Xbox section.
Yeah, I played definitely some of that, and yeah, I haven't got around to number 4. I haven't got around to all of them, so just trying to collect.
I do got 2 and 3.
Do you?
On the PS2.
Do
The
yeah.
third one I heard was really, really good too. I haven't dug into really any of the Metal Gears, but I do have all of them. So
okay, you have Twin Snakes too for the game.
Well, except for that one.
Sorry.
Oh, he's trying to throw shade.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
I peeped the shade that he was throwing, but at least I have all the rest of them that you do.
You do. You have like all the rest I don't. Yeah,
all the rest, but yeah, that's that. Okay.
Nice.
Ready to Rumble Boxing.
Yes.
Classic. This was a fun boxing game when I was growing up. 16 fighters with special moves. I think if it's not this, I think it's Ready. Is it Ready to Rumble 1 or 2? One of them had Michael Jackson. It might be this one. But
really? Is that the okay?
Yeah, one of them had Michael. Yeah, one of them had Michael Jackson version. Someone told me also too, when I picked this up, the midway version was a little bit different, and there may have been something different with the gameplay as far as it playing really good and not playing really good, or maybe not playing as well.
Okay.
So I do need to test this one out, but I got it for like $10. I didn't pay $15.
What's the other version? There's the midway. What's the other version?
That I don't know. We was at the Bloomington convention. Gotcha. One of the guys mentioned it to me, or somebody in the comments on our YouTube channel, and mentioned like, "Hey, I think somebody from This Replay."
Oh, okay.
And he said you may want to check this version out because the midway version had some issues.
Gotcha.
But again, one of these versions had Michael Jackson. So
interesting. Okay.
As a fighter, that's pretty cool.
Now
with the glove.
Got to go on to another classic.
Okay.
Def
you got
Jam Vendetta.
Okay.
Okay. Let me tell you.
That was the first one in the series.
Is there even much to say about it? Like, other than it's a great game, honestly.
Amazing.
Second best from Fight from New York. Obviously, Fight from New York is just a little bit better because they do it, Snoop Dogg and...
I would say a lot of bit better, in my opinion.
A lot of bit? Okay.
A lot of bit better. People are still playing Def Jam Fight from New York.
Yeah,
opposed to this one.
Honestly, though, like, I played Vendetta, like, a lot. I think it's pretty fun. I think the only annoying thing is, like, once you get to, like, Ludacris, oh my god, it's ludicrous, if you know what I'm saying. Nah, it's hard, though. Like, it's definitely a challenging game, and I just love how you pull up to the clubs and shit. Like, you literally fucking Ludacris' strip club when you fight him in, or you on the rooftop when you fight Nor or something like that. I think it's just pretty cool, and I like how they play their music in the background. They got DMX's music playing in the background.
You know what? Leave that one out. I do have the PS2 hooked up. I might have to play that tonight.
You definitely got to play some of that.
Because I didn't beat them. I did beat Fight from New York. It was so good. I think Snoop Dogg was the boss.
Yep, he's the boss on that one.
In that one. And that was a pretty dope experience.
That's cool.
Sonic 3. Let me tell you something. Out of all the 3 Sonic games, this one is the most rare. Okay? I just watched a video on it. Why this one is so rare, and you won't see this one as common as the first 2, is Michael Jackson was involved in the soundtrack of this game. There were a few songs, I think Blood on the Dance Floor, Jam, I think it was 2 other songs as well. I can't think of what the other 2 or 3 were called, but he had something to do with the soundtrack for this game. They did bring out Sonic Frontiers recently, and I think it was I'm sorry, not Sonic Frontiers, Sonic Origins, and it's based off the original Sonic games. And this Sonic 3 game is in that Switch version, but within the Switch version, it does not have the Michael Jackson songs because, of course, Michael owns the rights to that, and Nintendo will have to pay extra. So that's a downer for me.
Yep.
But yeah, with that soundtrack, must buy. This is complete, by the way. So yeah. Sonic 3.
Alrighty. Okay, on to the next. Sonic Colors Ultimate.
Okay, we on Sonic right now.
Yeah, because
I can speak a little bit about that.
Okay. I can. No, I haven't played this one, but
Okay.
I played the Sonic Colors on the Wii.
That's what I was about to talk about.
Okay.
Right.
That one was fun. In my opinion, Sonic Colors was good. It was a good game.
Really good Sonic game.
It was a really good game. It wasn't like boring. It had some like, it had some cool things to it. So I picked up Ultimate just so add that to the collection. I have Sonic Colors for the Wii at home, and pretty much had to pick this up with the little baby Sonic keychain, whatever that is. Yeah, the baby Sonic keychain.
Right.
But yeah, I don't know a whole too much about this new game, but like I said, I played the first one. The first one was amazing to me, so I just had to get the second one, or the Ultimate.
He pretty much said everything that was on the say, basically. But yeah. Except for this version I heard though wasn't as great.
Was it not?
As the Wii version.
Okay, well, obviously.
Yeah.
You already.
Even though it's the same game, but it just wasn't as good. So there were some elements I think that was kind of left out.
Oh, okay.
I think of that one that didn't make it like super great, but that's that. Anywho, Nintendo Switch Sports.
Yes.
Back then when the Wii came out, fumble. When the Wii came out, they had the first Switch Sports. Great game. Still very enjoyable and playable to this day. And then they came out with the Nintendo Wii Resorts on the Wii. That was another great one. And then they came out. I don't think they came out with no sports game for the Wii U. No, they did. They came Sports Club.
I never played that at all.
Yeah, I didn't play that either. But there was a Sports Club on the Wii U. Can't give you an opinion on that one. Didn't really play that. So that's that. But this version, Nintendo Switch Sports, it's got a Shambara sword. You're, fighting with the Joy-Cons. Bowling is back. Volleyball is in this one. Soccer, badminton. I don't know why they put badminton when you got tennis. That made no sense to me.
I don't want to. Yeah,
at all.
I don't want to be this guy, but I really hate that they didn't put boxing back in. I love fighting.
No, you're right.
Tell me
right.
just.
Instead of badminton could have been a DLC or something, but boxing should automatically be included.
Automatically, yeah.
In this game, but yeah, they got tennis, soccer, the Shambara with the swords, and you're like, trying to fight somebody with a sword. And tennis is cool. I think soccer was one of the highlights for me, and the Shambara swords fighting. This also is a 4-player game, and loads of fun. What can I say?
Oh yeah.
What you got?
All right, I am next. Redemption Undead Nightmare. I
heard something about that game, and that's why I bought it.
I believe this is the same thing as pretty much Red Dead. It's just there's
zombies, I think.
Yeah, I think it's just like there's the undead part's like a DLC to it. I think.
Right. It was right.
Yeah. It was just like a DLC to it, and yeah, I played the first one. I haven't played the undead mode, but I played the first Red Dead Redemption, and it was definitely good. I also recently picked up that game. That's pretty much like
Red Dead Redemption. Right, yeah.
So I just got on a little spree of just buying some classic Western games, I guess. Right.
Red Dead Redemption, Undead Nightmare.
Alrighty.
All right. I picked up, and I think I mentioned this when I went to the Midwest convention. I picked up on the Dreamcast. You know what it is? Street Fighter Third Strike. On the Dreamcast,
can I take a look at that?
This is supposedly one of the best fighting games of all time. In my opinion, it's debatable. I didn't like that they only had 3 original Street Fighter members. I think it was Ken, Ryu, and Chun-Li.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken. Everybody else pretty much was new. I'm like, who the freak is these characters? What is? I think what would have made it better to me is if they would have had all of the originals, like Street Fighter 2 characters, plus these characters, and make that roster bigger. And also, too, the soundtrack is what made this game, too. The soundtrack was like hip-hop influence. I think that's what they're going to be doing in the new Street Fighter 6 as well. So,
nice.
Third Strike.
Looking forward for that. Alrighty. Let's move on to Gears of War Judgment. Now, the Gears of War series, 1 through 3, was definitely great, a classic. I played a little bit of Judgment. Coming from the original series, it didn't live up to the Gears of War name, in my opinion. It was, I don't know, something about it just wasn't like all that. But just had to pick it up, $5, steal. I was like, yeah, why not? But when it first dropped, I remember it didn't do that well, and yeah, even the Gears of War, Was it 4? I don't know. I think it came out after Judgment.
It
wasn't.
Xbox
It wasn't
One.
all. Yeah, it was on Xbox One. Yep. It didn't do all that either.
Really?
Like a lot of people weren't.
Gears 5 though was decent.
Was it good? I didn't even.
I got
play
that on. I got that on Xbox One as well.
I think just because Judgment and 4 didn't do good, that's why I didn't get 5. But now maybe I gotta go try out 5 since you're telling me it's good.
It's decent. So.
Alrighty.
That's the next I got Psychic Force 2012. To be honest, I just know this is a 2-player game. I don't know a whole lot about this one. I do remember seeing it, I think when I was shopping for some Dreamcast games, and the gameplay reminded me, like, you like fight in the air, so it's got that Dragon Ball Z component, I guess, when you like fighting, 2-player fighting game in the air, you know, type of situation.
I like that.
But yeah, Psychic Force 2012. I'm looking forward to playing. So I haven't played it, but looking forward to trying that out.
Alrighty. Let me move on to, unfortunately, Watch Dogs 2. Now, so Watch Dogs 1 was cool because that one was based in Chicago. They based the whole map.
That's what I heard.
Yeah, the map was in Chicago. You could literally go into downtown and it like almost looked the same. It was pretty cool. I like that aspect. I like the whole hacking, like the cameras and like the lights and whatnot. But Watch Dogs 2 did not live up to that expectation of it being good as literally the first one.
Legion was pretty good too, the most recent one, but they dropped the price down.
Did they?
A lot, but it was pretty good. A lot of people did play that one online too. So Legion was really good. I actually do have it.
Okay.
Haven't played a whole lot of it, but the little bit I did play was pretty cool.
Okay, yeah, I picked this one up because I have the first one for PS3.
Nice.
Yeah, it's not the best, but you know, it's definitely still cool. Watch Dogs is still a cool game. I like the whole, like I said, like hacking, like the cameras and whatnot, and just the way how it is. It's still pretty cool.
Oh, speaking of that, real quick about that Watch Dogs, the third one, which is called Legion, there is a way you can get John Wick.
Really?
In the game.
Okay.
I think that's like 90% true because I actually seen some gameplay footage. Now, how do you get them? I'm not 100% sure. You have to check YouTube.
Okay.
But on Legion, the Watch Dogs Legion for the PS5 and Xbox One, supposedly he's in there. So
okay.
Check that out. I got... Maybe I'll keep that for last. Mario Strikers Charged. Now, as you guys know, the latest one is out now. I forgot I even had this one, to be honest. But Mario and soccer, anything with Mario for the most part, 90% of the time,
it's fun.
It's a fun game. 4-player game. And, yeah, I mean, you got 17 interactive fields, a bunch of new abilities. And at the time, you could play it online. I'm pretty sure now you can't. But Mario Strikers Charged for the Wii. Pretty good game. Keep dropping.
Right.
I keep dropping games.
Jumping,
I keep dropping games.
Alrighty. PlayStation 1, Metal Gear Solid. Oh, it's a little it's a little loosey. Let's get that back in there. Just gonna show them a little Metal Gear Solid.
The original, the OG.
The OG one, yes. I didn't have this one. I had to pick it up. I don't know a whole too much about this first one, to be completely honest with you.
Yeah, that's like an over the top view. What do you call that? Like, I guess you could say a little bit espionage, but you basically like trying to hide away from like villains and sneak and that I don't really care for too much. But
I get you.
I guess if it's late at night and it's dark outside, you just want some kind of creepy like, and you want to hide away from people. That might be the game to play.
I'm looking at the pictures when it kind of reminds me of Twin Snakes. Like it literally looks exactly like it gets kind of like a third person, and sometimes it goes top down view, and then you talk to the people on your radio and stuff. That's pretty cool. But yeah, Twin Snakes is definitely my favorite one out of so far the few that I've played, and I just had to pick it up, complete the collection of Metal Gear Solid.
Cool. I think I'm up next.
Ooh, I've never even played that one.
If you guys remember our Midwest gaming episode, I think that was episode 15. I was looking for a particular game that I could not find anywhere for some weird reason. It's always when you're looking for it, you can never find it. But when you're not looking for it, it's always there.
Yep.
So that was NFL Street 3. I have all the NBA Streets. I have NFL Street 1 and 2. I can't tell you the differences between the three. I haven't played a whole lot of these games, but I do remember playing a little bit of it growing up. And it's kind of like NFL Blitz. But I guess for like a newer generation, so to speak. So of course it had the NFL stars in it.
It's like in the air and stuff.
This thing was right. They could jump in the air like crazy. They do that. They didn't do that on Blitz. And also too, like they had some crazy. It was like jerseys with like cargo pants and like things like that. It was just really like laid back. I think the soundtrack also was pretty cool, which was a little bit better than Blitz. So all in all, NFL Street 3 to me, from the little I remember, pretty good game. They had listed for 15 and I got it for 10. So
nice.
Pretty good game.
Can't beat that.
No,
Cannot beat that. Alrighty, my last pickup for the day: Street Fighter Ultra 4. You know what?
That was a pretty good game. I'm not gonna lie.
Was this a good game?
Pretty good game.
I played, the only Street Fighters I really played was like the older ones.
2?
Yeah, I played like 2. I played Third Strike. I played
that one was decent.
I played the Marvel Super Heroes versus Street Fighter. I like those.
It's straight. This
one's good. Yeah, I definitely have to pick them up to complete the collection.
Another thing though too about this, I don't know if he knew this or not, but when this came out originally, it was just Street Fighter 4, and then they came out with Super Street Fighter 4, which I think they added maybe like 10 characters or something. Gotcha. And then they came out with the Ultra, and the Ultra had like 15, I think on the back, like 15 20 like extra characters on there. And which made it 44
altogether. Fighters. Wow,
yeah,
I didn't even read that.
They went up crazy, but like the first one, it had like 8, 9 characters or something like that. It was like, excuse me, it was kind of whack.
Oh, that's a huge upgrade then.
Yeah, so that all in all, yeah, for sure. I mean,
well, this just made the pickup better.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Now,
last but not least,
Sifu.
This game I have not even opened up yet. It's still sealed. Sifu. I like some of the things I've seen about it. They had like a mod for Neo from the Matrix.
Did they?
Yes, I don't know if you've seen this on YouTube.
I did not.
But they modded it, and you get to be
funny.
Neo, fight a bunch of agents.
Yeah.
In this game, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I don't know how you do it, but
that's interesting.
Yeah.
That reminds me, because like on Path of Neo, there's a mission, in the movie, in the second movie, where all the Agent Smiths come and fight him. That's what I'm like thinking about right now.
Yeah, that's exactly what I think. I don't think they had the same layout, but they had like a bunch of agents coming at them.
Yeah, that's pretty raw.
You're right, which is pretty cool. So this game supposedly, if I'm not mistaken, with Sifu, is you play the game, and I think every time you die, you become older. Yep. In the game, which is very unique and very different.
Yep.
This came like the art book. It was a steel book, and also to the soundtrack. 1-player game, only 8 gigs of space, so it's not bad.
That's not bad at all.
But to be honest, we don't have a whole lot of kung fu games anymore like we used to. Like on the PS3, you had the Stranglehold. That's still there on the PS3. You also had the PS2 version of the Jet Li game. God, what is it called?
Jet Li game.
Yeah, Jet Li on the PS2. It's up there somewhere on my shelf.
Is it that Jet XO?
No, that's a racing game, I think.
Oh, okay.
I can't think what it's called. But anywho, I can't really see it. But there was a Jet Li game as well that was really good on the PS2. I remember my brother playing it like crazy. And then there was the Jackie Chan game on the PS1, which was a pretty good fighter. So this is our generation's Kung Fu type fighting game. And this is the Vengeance Edition.
Nice.
So anywho, this is our pickups, man.
Yes.
What can I say? We definitely got some good titles here. I'm excited to see what all is going to take place for these next game pickup videos. I'm pretty excited, and I'm just looking forward to the next episode. Will you be there, or will you be square?
Because you won't be there. Because you won't be around, right?
Who won't be around? I won't be around. No, I'll be there in some. Well, no, I won't be there because they'll be watching me from the screen.
That is true.
Anywho, like I said, dope game pickups, man. Definitely these are some titles you should look into, and yeah,
that's it.
That's it. Video game Chase Crew, Proximus, Chico, Charlie.
Peace.
We out. Peace.